when it comes to dating, first things first is just landing the date. So the more people you talk to, the more emails you send, the more drinks you send, the more opportunity you have. But remember that it's just the opportunity. That's it. It's just the opportunity. What happens next is the opportunity to move on to the next step. Right?
But you have to bring something to that first date, or she ain't gonna want to hear it.
Or if you're just sending the drink, and she responds. My one friend and I, free admission here. You take a look around the bar. You know the bartenders. That's first and foremost. So know your bartender, at least tip really well, so they're on your side.
You need to have them on your side.
And you see people you're interested in, and every couple minutes, if you make eye contact, have the bartender send a drink, right? Next one's on me. Something even as simple as that. Next one's on me. That way you don't have to worry about X, Y, and Z, right? You just, next one's on me. Puts the glass in front of her, him, and they look, you nod. That's it. You go back to
That's your introduction.
That's it.
That's it. I'm interested.
Right.
You're not going to send a drink to someone that you don't want to talk to. You want to talk to this person.
That's right. That's the same as that email. Say, oh, I think you're so pretty. Yeah, obviously I'm interested. I sent you a drink. So, duh. I don't have to do any more than that. I've shown interest.
It's the equivalent of a digital drink.
That's it. That's it. Right?
What about a joke?
Yeah.
In Messenger? Is that considered like an email? Like you send something witty to someone?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's okay.
Absolutely. I had a friend. He was big. He was fun. He was fun to go out with, fun to do the online dating thing with, and all that. Right? He had the wittiest things to say at any point in time, and I saw it work again in real life and online. He had this line he loved to play. We would be out, after we'd been on the town or whatever, and we'd go to the diner. It's 2 a.m, and there was a booth with 2 women sitting there. And he was like, hey, you want to go sit with them? What? He's like, yeah, let's go sit with them. Okay, right? He goes over and he's like, hey, ladies, listen. My friend here and I, we're having this conversation, and we think you can help us. And you could see them, they're like, oh, God, here we go, right? And he's like, so, a big debate, I don't know, I may have to take him out in the parking lot, fight him. I need to know your opinion. Who wins into a fight, Batman or Robin? Right? Like, that was his whole line. They laugh. We end up having a meal with them. Nothing ever happens out of it. But we have the meal. We had a good time.
You had a connection with them people.
Right. And that was a chance just to get used to, and I think this was actually right after I got divorced, so I was getting back into the flow of things. It was a chance for me just to practice talking with people again and not being so
rigid.
Everything's on the line. I got to be so nervous. I'm going to worry about all these things.
Just a human being, a conversation to where... Yeah, it's like it's a good thing to have a conversation with a new person.
Listen, he's not the best looking guy in the world, but again, he's this guy who women flock to him.
Really?
He's got a great personality. Great personality. So yeah, that was a great icebreaker. It worked online. It worked in real life. It was a funny thing.
It's a confidence builder to be able to make that move to strangers and then to sit there and comfortably converse.
Right.
That's a skill.
Which is hilarious. And I'll tell you, I tried it when I was doing the online dating. I tried it. I absolutely used that as but again, I would find something in the profile.
Use Batman and Robin?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's funny. I mean, it is.
Which there were plenty of funny, there were just plenty of funny stuff that would come back. And a lot of times it would just be like, oh my God, you're the first person on here that didn't have something to say about my looks. And yeah, well, I wasn't, and I found out the hard way that obviously I'm attracted. Again, it's already said. It doesn't have to be said again.
You know that you're attracted to them, but you want to have a witty,
and they know it too.
Opening,
right?
Right, they know it.
They know it too.
But you want to be able to converse. You can't just say, "Well, your place or mine." You have to have a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have more.
Even if it's just the pretense of more. Even if it's just the pretense, right? Because we have to play the game.
But you have to know each other a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
A little bit.
It's just like the form. You could start the form. You could just start it. You just go into it. But what do? We relax. We take that big deep breath. Settle in. Make sure we're relaxed at all the levels. We bow in. We're not in front of a board. We're not being judged.
Every time you do that.
I do now, if I'm doing a complete form, yeah.
But I mean, in class, which brings you to the form. I mean, I think, exactly, you need to do that.
Right.
You need the bow. You need the salute.
Yeah.
You need the begin form.
Yeah.
Commence form.
Yeah.
You need the whole, it's not rigid, but it's the way it's done.
It's the way it's done.
Right.
It's part of the game.
It's important.
And what is Tai Chi but playing? So it's part of the game.
It's like you're introducing us to the game to start playing.
You're basically saying, I'm here to play.
Right.
All right?
So I find when I practice alone, I do that.
Good.
Because it's a formality to start the conversation.
I'm here to play.
I'm here to play.
Yeah, I'm here to play. And that's what the drink is, and that's what the email is. I'm here to play.
Right. I'm not looking for matrimonial here.
It doesn't even have to go there.
Right.
I'm just
looking
here
for
to play.
a friend and if it grows, good.
Again, you're already overthinking it.
Right.
I'm just here to play.
Just here to play. No more than that.
I don't know how this game is going to go until I start playing it.
Because some women are very unreceptive, and you don't want to be bothered. And some are wonderful.
You'll know that at that time.
You'll know it.
You'll
but
know
you have
that
to
at that time.
You have to
You can't win if you don't play. $1.6 billion. Can't win if you don't play.
That's right.
Right? So
1.6.
Right? So you all you're saying is I came to play. Not in some like threatening way. I'm just here to play. Right. Like coming up to a table where they're playing cards, playing poker. Hey, I'm here to play. And you sit at the table. That's what that email is. That's what that drink is. It's I'm here to play.
But you do want to form a relationship, whether it be a lover or a friend.
You don't know anything about this
person.
No,
but you're playing in order to make a relationship. I mean, if you're in the dating scene.
You're playing a game to win the game.
To win the game.
But you don't know how you're going to have to play in order to win that game. You don't know if these players are going to be the players at the time that you finally do win the game. Right? Uh-oh. Did we just lose?
Nope. You made a move and it came back. No,
there it is.
Yep.
Let me throw the new battery in here. Continue on, sir.
Just here to play. Not here to...
because once you give it more value than it should have, than it actually is, because it's just a game, then you raise the stakes way too high.
Well, life is a game, and we want to win. I mean, you do want to win, but it's a game. And what is winning?
That's the question.
Well...
You have to learn the game in order to win the game.
Right.
And even if you win right out of the gate, there's a good chance you're still going to have to practice as you're doing this, right?
Well, yeah. In order to get good at the game, you got to practice. Yeah. No doubt.
Right. So even if, let's say, right out of the gate you win, right? You get the girl. Well, you're still going to need to, let's see where our camera is here. You're still going to need to practice. There's a good chance that the girl that you got the first time isn't going to be the last girl that you ever meet or see or date or
because there's
whatever.
3.5 billion.
Exactly. So you come from the standpoint of, hey, enjoy that moment. If you start worrying about relationships, this, that, and the other, you are living in the future. That is anxiety. That raises the stakes. That's no good. When you send that drink, when you send that email, enjoy composing, enjoy the giddies that come with sending the drink, and then move on. Move on. That's what you do, because now the ball is in their court, and it's a tennis match.
You can make or break the match there. You say the wrong thing.
But see, again, you're raising it up. There is no wrong thing to say. You can't say anything wrong.
You could say something offensive.
Sure.
If you're not careful.
Sure.
Some people are offended by...
But then like say you say something and your politics don't line up or something of that nature. There's huge online thing, like Trump supporters have a hard time getting any kind of dates online right now.
I could only imagine. There's a lot of
well, here's the thing.
Hate, and there's a lot of...
Here's the thing. If you're a guy and you were willing to vote for President Grabham, that's a red flag to a woman.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Sure.
Like it or not.
You might be a scoundrel too.
Exactly.
Because you're following this scoundrel.
Exactly. Versus, politics used to not play a thing, but as we know, this last presidential election was hugely divisive. There were marriages that ended over how people voted in that, and we've been polarized in the past, but I don't think we've ever been so distinctly polarized.
Right. It seems to be more so now than ever.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. Okay? If you're a Trump supporter, okay, and you're speaking to someone, and that comes up, and she doesn't like it, but then that was never meant to be.
Game over.
And go back to play the game. It's no different than if you were playing cards and you're playing blackjack, you pull a 20, they pull a 21. You did your best. Thank you for joining us for that clip of our weekly podcast. If you want to get more bonus footage or join us for the entire podcast, head on over to Patreon, where our Eagle, Tiger, and Dragon subscribers get access to not only what we cast and talk about, but advanced lessons in your forms, in your Tai Chi, and in your life.